Hello friends, welcome back. Here is a solution to the self-assessment question which was asked on the subscription topic. The question was, we had to calculate the amount of subscription to be credited to income and expenditure account for the year 2020-21. The amount which were given were the amount received during the year, total of 7 lakh 80. Out of that, 20,000 related to the previous year. So we have 3 years, previous year, current year, next year. So this is previous year amount. This is related to next year, 30,000, 20, 21, 22. And this is next to next year. So we'll put it as next to next year, 10,000. Subscription received in advance as on 1st April 2020, including 15,000 for 21-22. So this is 35,000 which was received in advance at the beginning. So at the beginning of the year, there was advance. Out of that, 15,000, this is related to our next year that we had received in advance in the previous year only. And we had two more amounts of subscription arrears at the beginning, and we had the subscription arrears at the end. Other than that, we had that there was some subscription which was in arrears on 1st April 2020 of 15,000 which was no longer receivable. So this one I told you is a write-off. This is no longer receivable, so we will have to write it off. Now, I'm going to solve this question using a subscription account method, so which would be quite simple to do. Now, you prepare a format like this, subscription account. Don't forget to write the DRCR on either side to represent that it's an account with two amount columns. Now, it's not required that you prepare two amount column, but I normally an account, I've created it. Now we start the account with the amounts here. The amount received is 7 lakh 80. So we take it here. It would come here by bank account. I'm going in a systematic manner. So this is the amount which has been received entirely. I'm taking it here, whatever has been received. Next, going to this amount, we find that subscription received in advance at the beginning. So this is advance at the beginning, which was 35,000. So you know advance at the beginning as a credit balance. So we will write it as here by balance brought down. This is the advance at the beginning, 35,000. Then we have the amount of subscription arrears as on 1st April 2020 that is outstanding in the beginning. You know the outstanding in the beginning has a debit balance. So we write here to balance brought down. This is outstanding at the beginning, which comes to 40,000. And one more amount that is outstanding at end, which was 50,000. We know we write it here on the credit side as by balance carried down. This is outstanding at the end, which is 50,000. Now, if you go back, you had this one more amount of 15,000 to be written off. That would be put on the credit side. Here, you would be debiting the income and expenditure account for the write-off because it is no longer recoverable. So, 15,000. Now, there's one more amount that has to come. We had the opening of outstanding and end, advance at the beginning. We are supposed to see whether there is outstanding advance at the end. Now, if you see, that is the major amount that has to be calculated correctly. Now, you find that in this particular adjustment that is given, amount received during the year, they have given that this 20,000 was related to previous year. But this 30,000 is related to next year and 10,000 related to next year. So which means during the current year, we have received 30,000 for the next year and 10,000 for the next to next year now only. So this is a part of subscription received in advance. And when you look at the subscription received in advance at the beginning of the year, 35,000 includes 15,000 related to the next year, which is received now. So there are three amounts that you have to include. So I'll do a working note here for you for your understanding. So this working note is for calculation of subscription received in advance at the end of the year. So we have three amounts. First one, this is related to 21, 22 received in the current year. So out of the amount received in current year, related to 20, 21, 22 you have received something, 22, 23 you have received something. That is this one, 30,000 and 10,000. So we write it here, 30,000 and 10,000. And as you go further, here you see subscription received in advance, which was received in advance in the previous year only. There also you had received in advance for the next year 15,000. So that is also received in advance, which is to be included. So this would be 15,000. This was received in the previous year but relates to 21, 22, 15,000. So total amount, that is 55,000, is the amount of subscription received in advance, which should be shown at the end of the current year. So this amount we put here to balance carry down, advance at the end to get the working note. 1, 55,000. So you see here, this is a subscription received in advance at the end of the year. Out of what is received the current year, we have 40,000 related to next year and next to next year, and related to amount which was received in previous only, we had received related to next year 15,000. Now it's complete. Now we are supposed to close. We have taken all the information given. So you total this side up, 40, 90, no, this is 50 plus 50, 1 lakh, so 8,80,000. So write it on the other side, 8,80,000 minus 95. That would give us 7,85,000. So this would be the amount which would be credited as subscription income of the year. So you write it to income and expenditure account balancing figure 7,85,000. So I hope that is clear how we did it. So this is how we found out the subscription income of the year for this question. So I hope this solution you had got it on your own. If not, please do learn from this, and happy learning. Thank you. Have a great day.